Grand Rising, everybody. Happy Thursday. As you come on, do me a favor, drop your city and state, like the video, share the video, and wherever you're viewing us from, um, whichever platform you're seeing us on, make sure you like that platform. Make sure you follow us on that platform. Also, we are on our business medias are TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. So make sure you go ahead and cross like our platforms, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. That's how you guys can truly support us. Even if you don't want to shop with us, even if you don't like our content, if you don't like our content, then you're probably going to unfollow. But even if you don't shop with us, if you do something similar to what we do, and you don't need our services, like our videos, like our videos. So, this is the Blank Spot. We are a sublimation blanks and t-shirt transfer supplier located just outside of Columbia, South Carolina. And today is $1 screen print transfer Thursday. So we're going to be talking about the easiest ways, or one of the easiest ways, to make and sell t-shirts and apparel. That's what we're talking about today. One of the easiest ways to make and sell t-shirts and apparel. Now, some people are not going to gravitate to this message. Why? Because many of our audience is crafters or are crafters. So if you are a crafter, your mind is set on being creative, innovative, and very unique. You can be creative, you can be very innovative, but as far as being unique, unless you have somebody that is looking for something specific, something customized, or something personalized, everything's pretty much been done, y'all. You're just putting a spin on it. So I don't want to deflate any of your aspirations, your dreams, or your goals of actually crafting. But if you're looking to sell t-shirts, if you're a t-shirt maker, if you're making apparel and you're looking to make some sales, it's going to be easiest. It's going to be simplest if you understand a couple of different rules, a couple of easy tips. Okay. The shirt that I'm wearing is a screen print transfer. I don't know if you guys can see this. This is a very simple design, very simple wording, very clear, very concise. Sell something that's already selling. That's how you make and sell t-shirts. You sell something that's already selling. As a matter of fact, if we got any new people on here, if you have any new people on here, type a number 1 in the comments for me. If it's your first time seeing us, type a number 1. If you're returning, welcome back. We appreciate it. We're going to get into this because there are a lot of people who are going to talk themselves out of either building or starting their t-shirt business. So Lady T says that I got mine and I love them. Thank you for all the good products. Yes, and that's right. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you for shopping with us, and thank you for supporting us on our channel. I want you guys to think about something. One of the biggest issues with people getting started is fear of failure. Mama Still, Grand Rising, thanks for jumping on. One of the biggest issues is I don't think that I'm going to do good. I'm not going to get the support of my family and friends. Somebody else is already doing it. The market is oversaturated. Who cares? So what? Whatever. Your family and friends may not support you. That's true. But I mean, do you need their permission to go forth and do something great? Somebody's already doing it. Yeah, somebody's already selling bottled water, but people keep on creating bottled water products. So that's not going to stop anything. And the market being saturated, the one thing that I know for sure is that people are going to always buy apparel. Whether they purchase it from a large corporation, a large department store, or whether they purchase it from you, they're going to always want apparel. They're going to always want t-shirts. They're going to always want hoodies. They're going to always want crew necks. They're going to always want jackets. They're going to always want joggers. They're going to want something to put on. So if they're going to buy it anyway, why not buy it from you? So that fear of getting started, saying, hey, I'm not going to be successful. What if I mess up? That's a real actual fear. I get it. I understand. But don't let that fear paralyze you. Let that fear propel you to do something. Whether you want to start a small business on the side, whether you want to make some additional money to offset some of those bills that's coming in, because that's one thing for sure, the bills ain't going nowhere. All right, you're gonna always have to pay lights, you're gonna always have to pay for water, you're gonna always have to pay for your internet, you're gonna always have to put gas in your vehicle unless they do away with gas powered vehicles. You're gonna always have to buy things. So if your 9 to 5 is not cutting it, and if you're not getting the amount of money that you want for your family, this is a great way to make money on the side. And if you decide to take it to another level and you decide to go a little bit further, then guess what? You can do that too. So once again, guys, this is the Blank Spot. We are a sublimation blanks and t-shirt transfer supplier located just outside of Columbia, South Carolina. I need everybody that's new to the platform to tap in with the number 1. If you're returning, Grand Rising, everybody. If you're returning, go ahead and type a number 2 if you've been on here before. We're going to be talking about $1 screen print transfer Thursday. Now, these are single color screen print transfers. And I know that there's a lot of people who have never, ever pressed a screen print transfer. That's okay, because I got my heat press behind me, and we're going to press some transfers today. We're going to even talk about some of the things that we have available. And I'm usually bad about this. I always look for my placard, but I got it today. So our website is www.theblankspot.com. And whatever platform you're viewing this from, all you got to do is go to our information, our bio, and you can actually go ahead and find our information there to shop. Here's the deal. With $1 screen print transfer Thursday, the deal is on single color screen print transfers. So this is how you take advantage of the deal. You can mix and match, but you're going to put 20 single color screen print transfers in your shopping cart. So go to the website, look on the front page. You're going to see where it says $1 Thursday. Okay. Shop from that collection. Click there. From there, you got to put a minimum in your shopping cart to get them for $1. The great thing about our $1 screen print transfer Thursdays is that not only does it allow you to mix and match, but you have the ability to test out our products for just $1. You just got to buy a minimum of 20. Okay. So if you're new to the t-shirt business, if you're new to getting started, I'm going to drop a few jewels. I'm going to drop a couple of nuggets. Guys, make sure you pay attention. We want you to shop with us. So don't be that customer that's coming for something for free and then go down the street and get it from somebody else. All right. Also, if you want to leave us some gifts, feel free. Go ahead, leave us some gifts. I'm talking about over here on TikTok right now. If you want to leave us some gifts on TikTok, go ahead. If you want to give us some stars on Facebook or drop us a donation on YouTube. I don't know what you can do for us on Instagram, but you can go and shop with us. Y'all probably saying, hey, this guy's asking for money. You doggone right. I am now trading time for money. This is my full-time operation. I am trading time for money, and I'm going to show you just how easy it is for you to get started, but you cannot overthink the process. Don't overthink the process. Fear, yes, it's real. However, so are the bills. The bills are real too. So we got over 100 different single color screen print transfers, and we're also going to talk about some full color transfers as well. However, if you're not on our email list, that's another thing. Before I go ahead and get too deep, if you're not on our email list, you didn't get this email. There's an email that's floating around from our company that allows you to get 35% off of our full color screen print transfers. And you won't know that if you don't subscribe to our emailing list. So the way you subscribe to our email list is you go to the website, there's going to be a pop-up. Once you see that pop-up, you're going to fill out your information and you're going to be subscribed to our email list. And then you'll get the next email that's coming out with the next special. So if you want to feel included and you want to get exclusive deals, go ahead and subscribe to our email and we'll be giving you those discounts, those coupon codes for that 35% off. You need a coupon code for that. For the screen print transfers, you don't. Grand Rising, John, thanks for jumping on. So let's go ahead and get it popping. One of the biggest things that I see when people are making shirts, they want to stick with two colors, right? They want to stick with two colors, and they kind of hang around one specific color, but they want to stick with two colors. That's black and that's white. Me myself, I like to think outside of the box. I like to push the envelope. I like to get right up against the line and say, hey, you know what? Let's do a shirt color that's going to be a little bit different, especially now that it's summertime, especially now that, we're outside and, I don't know about you, but here in South Carolina, it's been reaching upwards 100 degrees out here. And wearing a black shirt in the South when it's hot or anytime in the summertime, it's not the greatest. Now, I know a lot of people like black, but I'm telling you, your customers will buy what they see. If it's appealing to them, they're going to buy it. But you have to be able to promote it and you have to be able to wear it. Our single color screen print transfers are generally coming in all white or all black transfers, but we do have some colors that are going to be blue. We have some reds, we have some greens, we have all types of things. And you won't find out what we have to offer until you go to our website, okay? So we're going to start off with sharing some of the transfers, and then I'm going to press. We used to do this all the time, and then business happened. We got busy, right? But we used to do this all the time, and I'm trying to get back to this as much as I can. But we're going to share some of these full color screen print transfers and the single colors. Once again, single color screen print transfers are on sale. You have to purchase a minimum of 20. Put a minimum of 20 in a shopping cart. This is considered single color. Faith over fear. These transfers are approximately 12 inches in width, most of them, okay? So that gives you an opportunity to see what you got going on. And you got to understand, guys, once again, if you've never done screen print transfers, if you've never ordered, the process can be a little tricky, not impossible, but that means that you would have to order the same transfer to get the deal at the vendor. Here, with $1 screen print transfer Thursday, you can mix and match. This is God Goes Grind. God Goes Grind. This is just a sample of some of the things that we have. Faith-based items created with a purpose. Created with a purpose, and that's yellow or like a gold. I like that color. This goes great on purple. This pops on purple, okay? Pray it forward. This is one that I created. Pray it forward. You have the praying hands in between. And then you have, for all of our men out there, we have man of faith. Man of faith. And these are white transfers that I'm showing you right now. That's out of our faith collection. Got some more, guys. Faith is essential. These are large transfers. So it's got to be a one size fits all. It's got to be a one size fits all. And just I'm going to do a couple of larger shirts so you guys can get an idea of how to adjust these transfers on larger shirts so it doesn't look like Baby Huey, right, on those bigger shirts. But we're going to get it together. No worries, God got me. This is one of our best sellers. And I'm going to tell you, man, getting into this industry as far as the screen print transfers, it was one of the best things that we probably could have done as we pivoted our business, because there's lots of people who are looking to put images on color shirts other than white shirts. She is strong, Proverbs 31:25. Another one of our best sellers. For those of you who think that the industry is saturated, you're talking to the wrong people. She's worthy. That's a beautiful purple. And this will go great on a lavender shirt or a pink shirt, a powder pink shirt. As a matter of fact, I'm going to slide this one to the side because I'm going to be making this on a pale, I guess I should say pale pink. So if you guys are just jumping on, do me a favor If you haven't done so, drop that city and state. We are located in Casey, okay? However, we do not have a pickup option. Everything must be shipped, but our shipping is on fire. So you order online and you get it shipped. That's the option that we have. But you got to think about it. You have the ability to shop with someone who's local. Wake, pray, slay. That's for all the people who think they hot and fine and got it going on. All of, you know what I'm saying? That's what y'all do, right? Wake, pray, and slay. Well, slay the dating. Slay the day away. Original. Original. Once again, it's the wide transfer. You see that? That's pretty big. That is pretty big. Mindset is everything. And that is why a lot of people are not being successful or experiencing the level of success that they should experience, because mindset. Remember, guys, we actually think about what other people are doing. We actually focus on, our minds are conditioned, and we focus on what other folks are doing so much to the point to where we count ourselves out before we even get started. I love this one. Focused. Focused. That's a big transfer. It makes a statement. This is a conversation piece. And then we got several other ones on here. Let's get to the full color. Let's get to the full color real quick. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and press a couple, okay? So when you go to, if you got the email for $1 screen print transfer Thursday, you got a coupon code to get 35% off, no minimum, 35% off of the full color transfers. So we got some St. Patty's Day full color transfers, and these are screen prints, guys. These are screen prints. They're gonna look like they're DTF, but they're not. We don't do DTF. These are full color screen print transfers. We have one that says mama. We have a couple that says mama. And we're selling these by the sheets, guys. Selling them by the sheets. Hartsville, South Carolina. Appreciate you. Satisfied customer. I appreciate that. Make sure you guys sharing the video. If you haven't shared it, share the video. Hit share, guys. Don't be selfish and keep it to yourself. Now, we know something huge is going to be happening in the next couple of weeks. And it's almost like the summer never happened. But teachers are going back to school already. So we got some full color t-shirt transfers, full color t-shirt transfers for teachers. And it's going to be cool, right? Because they like to dress down on Fridays. Or maybe you're going to dress up, kind of casual / dress up, have your sports coat on, and have you a nice t-shirt with a nice, colorful image. Teach, love, inspire. Is that right? Yeah. Teach, love, inspire. And then you have a simple teacher with a ribbon. Now this can be worn for breast cancer awareness as well. And last but not least, blessed teacher. So we got a couple more on here. We got some for nurses. These are full color screen print transfers. We have them for nurses. No, I do not, but I'm sure you're going to take care of it. Whatever floats your boat, this is going to work for anybody in the medical field, scrub life. Once again, full color screen print transfers, and they're going to come with pressing instructions. So we got some GGs out there. Anybody a GG? Anybody or Gigi? Someone says, what's the difference between single-sided and double-sided film? That sounds like a printing question. We're not printing. We're not talking about printing today. Okay? But thank you for engaging. If you're just jumping on, this is the Blank Spot. We're a sublimation blanks and t-shirt transfer supplier. We're located just outside of Columbia, South Carolina, and we are displaying our, right now you're seeing our full color screen print transfers. That's what you're seeing right now. Faith base. Thank you. Flawed, but still worthy. Once again, this is going to go great on a pastel. And you're going to have to, take your creativity to another level. Take your creativity to another level. Don't just try to put this on a black shirt. I'm not going to buy it from you. You know what I'm saying? If everything that you're selling and everything that you're mocking up is going to be on black, then you're going to lose a lot of people. And also you got to think about some of these are not going to look great on black. See that word says warrior, it's in black. So I don't know if you guys go to or have been to any type of design class, but that's something to think about. Then we have other things in here. We got some Mardi Gras stuff, some St. Patrick's Day stuff. We show some of that. Some of our newer transfers. We just actually ordered this one. I'm a survivor for breast cancer. October will be here before long, but it doesn't matter. If you are a survivor or you're supporting someone who's surviving, then guess what? You can wear this anytime. This is an anytime shirt. Anyone from the Caribbean, I'm going to hold off for a minute. Anyone from the Caribbean or like to wear Caribbean type items? Or do you have any customers that are Caribbean? Guess what? This is one of our newest transfers as well. It just hit the shelves. It is available. Yes, you can mix and match. You can mix and match. That's the beauty of participating in $1 screen print transfer Thursday. You don't have to buy 20 of the same ones. You can mix and match, but you have to make a minimum purchase of at least 20 to get them for $1. Okay, that's a great question. If you're just jumping on, I mentioned that, but I'll say it again. If you are just jumping on, you're going to be able to get our screen print transfers, single color screen print transfers. Let me make that clear, for just $1 with the minimum purchase of 20. That means that you can mix and match. If you want to get some teachers, if you want to get some faith-based, if you want to get some inspirationals, if you want to get some love and marriage stuff, if you want to get those things, then you can mix and match it and you can get those for $20. Now, if you got an email from us, that email gave you access to a coupon code. That coupon code is going to give you 35% off of the full color screen print transfers. That's going to be awesome because everybody is not subscribed. So how do you subscribe? You go to the website. That's how you subscribe. You go to the website. Once you're at the website, there's going to be a pop-up that's going to say, hey, have you subscribed? If not, put your information in there and you'll get an email the next time we send emails out. So grand rising to everybody out there. We're going to get ready to start pressing in a minute, but I wanted to show you some of our more popular sales or sellers. This one is in our love and marriage collection. Ain't no wifey like the one I got. It also comes with the ain't no hubby like the one I got. That's very popular. And then we got my hubby. My bad. My hubby don't play about me. And it also comes with my wifey don't play about me, or my wife don't play about me. Once again, what says my wife? I'm sorry. My wife don't play about me. It comes with my hubby too. But this is a part of the love and marriage collection. Okay. So that being said, we're going to go ahead to the pressing station because we're going to press a couple of shirts for everyone who was new to screen print transfers. If you've never pressed one before, I'm going to show you just how easy it is. our transfers do come with pressing instructions and recommendations, okay? Pressing instructions and recommendations. Now, you're going to get this card in your package. Don't throw it away. It looks like it's just something to try to get you to like something or buy something. It does have a QR code with our social media on it, but it's also pressing instructions for our different transfers, okay? And I know you need this because there's a lot of people who are selling screen print transfers, but they're getting them from different places, and they're getting different instructions. Now, these are 7-second single color screen print transfers. That means all it takes is 7 seconds. But in order for that 7 seconds to count, you got to follow the rules. And unfortunately, I already know that as humans, a lot of us don't follow rules well. So let's go ahead and break it down real simple so you can understand the rules that you need to follow when you press these shirts or press these fabrics using these screen print transfers. The first thing is you want to make sure that you have your heat press set at 325. Not at least 325, but 325, okay? Now, you want to have heavy pressure. I'm talking about heavy pressure. So that means if you have one of those automatic push buttons, it may or may not give you the pressure that you need. The heavy pressure is so that the transfer can bind with the fibers. Because if the pressure is not heavy enough, then what's going to happen is it's going to come off in the wash. Type of number 3 in the comments if you have had a shirt that has started peeling after you have washed it. It's starting to come off. Type of number 3 if that's happened to you. Because I know a lot of people that's happened to. Let me know if that's you. You've experienced that. So temperature is important just as well as time. Time is important. I got a number 3, so I'm sorry that happened to you. But maybe it happened for a couple of reasons. It could have happened because the person didn't press it with the right temperature and the right pressure. But it also could have happened if it was an old transfer. Also could have happened if it was an old transfer. So just be mindful that when you get your transfers, especially if you're making them, that when you get your transfers, that you check it out, okay? So temperature, 325. Heavy pressure, not medium pressure, heavy pressure. Heavy pressure. And then I know they are 7-second transfers, but on our instructions, we're saying, hey, you know what? Go ahead and press it for 12 seconds. You know why? Because we know with experience that unfortunately, it doesn't matter how much we say it, a lot of times people don't follow the rules. So we want to give you an extra 5 seconds to be successful. Are y'all with me? So instead of doing 7, we're doing 12 seconds. It's not going to hurt, I promise. All right? It's not going to hurt. These transfers are for polyester and for cotton. Okay? They are for polyester and for cotton. Today we're going to be using cotton, 100% cotton. Now, another thing is these transfers are a hot peel. It's a hot peel. Does anybody know what happens if I press this, my timer goes off, I raise my heat press and walk away and let it cool? Does anyone knows what happens if this transfer cools on the fabric? Can anybody tell me what happens if the transfer cools on the fabric? Hey, how's it going? Thanks for jumping on. Can anybody tell me what happens if I press a screen print transfer to some fabric and I let it cool? It's not gonna peel, just the opposite. The paper is gonna stick. The transfer paper is actually gonna stick to the fabric. There's a lot of people gonna be trying to do this, and you're gonna be trying to make a shirt and cook. You're gonna be watching your kids, and you're gonna be trying to make shirts. You're gonna be trying to do content and making shirts, and you're gonna try to get your camera set up. And if you're gonna do some content, be camera ready. Stay camera ready, because this thing needs to be peeled when it's hot. That paper is gonna stick. That transfer paper is gonna stick. And you're gonna be like, man, I messed up. If that happens, heat it back up. Okay. Don't do anything else. Put it back down, heat it back up, and once it heats back up, it should peel right off. But it is a hot peel, okay? So if y'all are getting some value out of this, if y'all are ready to see us press for all the newbies, for everybody who's new, okay? For everybody who's new, you're gonna get to see how this thing works and how easy it is to work. So I got my heat press at 325. I got my time at 15 seconds. Now all I gotta do is make sure I got heavy pressure. So I'm gonna crank this thing down. There's a couple things you can do. This is a swing away, but it's still a clamp down. Most people are gonna have one heat press. Most people only have one heat press. So you're gonna have to adjust back and forth what you're doing with your temperature, your time, and your pressure. One thing that you have to understand about making t-shirts and using transfers is that that's too much pressure. Is that every transfer is different, every temperature is going to be different, every time is going to be different, and unfortunately, you're going to have to know these things. So what we did was we compiled a cheat sheet, a list of instructions of the different transfers that we have. And if you look at this, you'll see what we sell. Sublimation. Of course, we're Sublimation Blanks and t-shirt transfer supplier. Screen print transfers. Patches. That's to include chenille patches, regular iron-on patches, and what else we got? Yeah. And then you got rhinestone transfers on here as well. So we're offering you up 4 different types of transfers. And you got all the instructions on here. Okay? Yep, hard to peel. So now, remember what I said. I don't like being pinned into a box. I like thinking outside the box. This is a pastel color pink. It's called pale pink. Okay? It's called pale pink. Now, I'm not telling you to go out there and struggle and try to get different colors of shirts, but I'm just saying you're going to get more attraction. You're going to get more people attracted to what you're doing if you do something just a tad bit differently. Can I put this on a white shirt? Most definitely. Would I put it on black? Absolutely not. But this transfer is going to go great on lighter color shirts. Now, I gotta think about the different patterns, the different designs. It'll go great on a lavender shirt. Anything that's lighter than this in the purple family. The red, I wouldn't do red, but I would do pink. Even a darker pink would look great. So let's go ahead and get this thing going. If you haven't done so, drop that city and state. Like the video, share the video. Make sure Instagram over here can see. There you go. So I always, and this is just me, I always put my shirts with the neckline upside down, facing me. So my neckline, I always have it facing me. That's because I want to make sure, if at all possible, I have all the seams hanging off so I can get a full even press. Now, there's no rule that says that you have to lint roll this cotton shirt, but if you feel confident doing a lint roll, you can do a lint roll, okay? So now I'm not going to do any lint rolling, but I am going to pre-press the shirt. Pre-pressing the shirt. Why do we pre-press, y'all? 3 to 5 seconds. Why do we pre-press the shirt? Anybody? Aretha, how are you? Thanks for jumping on. Moisture. We pre-press the shirt to get the moisture out of the shirt. Why do we want the shirt to be dry? We don't want moisture. Why? This is for people who are new. Use this as a couple of tips and learning tools. If your shirt has moisture in it, the transfer will not stick That's another reason why a lot of these shirts are falling apart. Not to mention, people are using cheap materials. Anybody out there do vinyl? Drop a number 4 in the comments if you guys do vinyl. Drop a number 4. If you guys do vinyl, drop a number 4. A lot of y'all have experienced this with vinyl. A lot of y'all experienced this with vinyl. You're taking the shirt and you either got some inexpensive vinyl or you didn't put enough pressure on it. You didn't put enough pressure on it, and then now what happens is you are wondering why your vinyl shirt is peeling. I don't do vinyl anymore, but you know. So the next thing is you got to make sure that your transfer is centered. There's a couple of different things that you can do to make sure the transfer is centered. You can take your shirt, you can fold it in half, put a crease in that, and then take that transfer, fold it in half, and put a crease as well, and you can line it up. If you're brand new, you may want to get one of these t-shirt measuring tools, t-shirt placement tools. Get one of these t-shirt placement tools to help you out. That means that you're going to be on a flat surface, something like a table, and then you're going to transfer everything over. I don't want to do that. It takes too much time. But you're going to have to tape it down and all that stuff too. It's really not necessary, in my opinion. Once you do it a couple of times and you get good, you'll be able to see what the center is and what it looks like. Next thing is you want to make sure you drop this shirt down 3 to 4 fingers. Now, this is a 3X shirt, so I'm going to drop it down a little bit further. Let's say you got a customer. This is going to be exactly 4 fingers. Let's say you got a customer that is heavy chested. You know what I'm saying? You got to actually think about the positioning for the figure of the person, the body shape of the person. So if somebody's big up top, you don't want that transfer, and it's a large. If they're big up top, it's a large shirt. You don't want that transfer up here because when they put it on, that's what's going to happen, and you can't see the design. So you have to compensate for all that. All right. So I think I got it pretty centered. It's a 7-second transfer, but we're doing 12-second press. 325 for, and I think I said the wrong thing, but 325 for 12 seconds. I said 15. I know I did. Heavy pressure. It's a hot pill, y'all. This is what helps us to sell these transfers. Because most people will not take the time. Most people will not take the time to try to put colors together. So I know y'all come through and y'all say, hey, you know what? Let's see what this person's doing on live and let's see if I can get some ideas. Now, I don't have to press this again. It's not a requirement to press it again. But can you see how those colors came out? Now, of course, not everybody's going to like this. And that's okay. You get the opportunity to figure out what you want to do. This is a pale pink. And I got the light and everything going on. Everyone, depending on where you're watching it from, everyone may not be able to see it as clearly. But this is a purple transfer on a pale pink or a pastel type pink color. And this is a 3X shirt. So it gives you an opportunity to see just how big that transfer is on a 3X shirt. Okay? Any questions? Any questions about what I just did? It was easy. It didn't take me long at all. It didn't take long at all, man. At all. Now that was a single color. I think I got another one. You know what? Yeah, I got another. Let me do a full color. I'm gonna do another single color, but I got to get a full color ready. Give me a second. Hopefully y'all getting some value out of this. Hopefully you're getting some value out of this. A lot of times we'll see something and we'll have an issue and we'll wonder if we can do it. So we ask questions. I talked about this before in the beginning with with people getting started, one of the hardest things to do with getting started is getting started, believing that you can do it. Get a lot of people asking questions about the processes that we use and can they do it on this color or can they do it on that color. What I would tell you is I just did it and it worked for me. Now the only way that you're going to know if it's going to work for you and or your customers is that you have to do it. So the fear is not allowing people to go forward in a lot of different things. But what I'm going to tell you is you can do this with no issues. All you have to do is just do it. That's all. So this is the transfer that I wanted to do. Um, this is going to be the breast cancer. It's full color. I'm gonna do this full color one first. I know I said I was gonna do another single color. I'm gonna do the full color first, just to show you guys just how easy it is to do. And I'm gonna turn my temperature up. Well, my temperature stays the same, but I'm gonna turn my timer up to 25 seconds. All right. So I'm gonna do this next one, the breast cancer one that I showed y'all. I'm just gonna drop it on a regular black shirt. Okay. Drop it on a regular black shirt. Now this is a full color transfer. And this is an anytime wear transfer, guys. So don't get wrapped up and saying, well, breast cancer awareness is not until October. Maybe there's a survivor. Maybe there's a survivor that wants shirts. You have these transfers, and you can provide them with these shirts, these transfers. Sometimes you may have to think about this. Sometimes the transfers may not be cut evenly. Just take the transfer and trim it up. Trim the transfer a little bit, make sure it's even, and that'll help you with your placement. This one I'm doing 3 fingers down. It's an extra large shirt. 25 seconds, and it is a hot peel. Questions, comments. Questions, comments. Thank y'all for hanging on. I appreciate it. I got one more transfer I'm going to do because I didn't show y'all that we have these, but we have Halloween transfers too. Got Halloween transfers too. So if you guys want to get ahead of the game for Halloween, man, I'm telling you, got a couple of spookies. Hot peel, y'all. And you want to peel this thing aggressively. Don't be willy-nilly talking about, oh, I may peel it today, I may peel it tomorrow, or I'm going to be easy with it. Peel that thing like you're serious. Once again, you do not have to press this twice. It's not necessary to press it twice. Now, I probably should have put it on a different color shirt because it does have a black outline. This is not DTF, so no butcher paper is required. This is a screen print transfer. It's a clear film screen print transfer, full color. So the rules are different. Okay, if you're just jumping on, we're talking about single color and full color screen print transfers. And this is the last one I'm gonna do. I'll pull me a Halloween. See if I got a spooky. Yo, I like this. Pretty cool. It's got bows and stuff. And it's kind of festive for people who really don't get into Halloween, but you got this party that you got to go to and you got to play the game, you know. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do it on the orange shirt. So thank y'all for jumping on. We're just about done. You're welcome. Just about done. Go to the website. The website is theblankspot.com. Don't let me give all this information out and then you don't go and shop with us. I'm keeping it 100 always. Go to the website. When you go to the website, you're going to go to the front page. You're going to look for $1 screen print transfer Thursday. Click on that collection. Put 20 single color screen print transfers in your shopping cart. Once you put those 20 in there, you're going to get that discount. If you did get an email, that means you got a coupon code. You're going to get 35% off of any single color, of any full color screen print transfer. But you got to be on our email list to get that discount. If you're not on the email list, go to the website, become a part of the email list, and the next email that goes out with discounts and coupons, you're going to get it. So some of y'all probably saying, well, why you just don't share it on social media? Because I'm not on social media. I'm on business media. Well, why you don't just share it on your business media? Because it's an exclusive offer for people who actually kick it with us. We're gonna always pick up new followers, new people. Once you're there, if you want to be connected with us, you want to make sure you subscribe to our email marketing. You can always unsubscribe at any time. Pre-pressing the shirt, 5 seconds. I'm gonna drop that timer back down to 12 seconds. You can always unsubscribe. But why would you unsubscribe when you're getting access to coupons and huge savings and deals? Why would you do that? I don't know anybody do that. So this is like that. This is like a safety orange, actually. This is like that safety orange. And this is a 2X shirt as well. I think one was a 3, one was a 2. We're going to do 4 fingers on this one. Kind of drop it in the middle. It is a 12-inch transfer. Heavy pressure, 325, 12 seconds. Hot peel. Any questions about what you've seen so far? Any questions? It don't take long, man, to make a shirt sell. Bam. Aggressive. Hot peel. And if you say, man, you know what? Once again, the market's saturated, then why am I on here? If the market's so saturated, stop listening to people who are not doing what you want to do. Stop listening to people who are not doing what you would like to do. Check that out. This transfer is available in white and black. I'm not talking about the machine waterboard. Thanks for jumping on, though. Stop taking advice, recommendations, and suggestions from people who are not doing what you want to do. Okay? This is the Blank Spot. We're a sublimation blanks and t-shirt transfer supplier. Today, you just seen us do 3 shirts. 2 were single color screen prints and 1 was a full color screen print. You guys should have seen this one. I did it on a pastel pink. I believe it's called pale pink. If you're looking for it, pale pink is the color. This one here is a safety orange. It's a safety orange. And then last but not least, here's your full color breast cancer survivor. Go to the website, guys. Check us out. The website is, once again, theblankspot.com. That's THEBLANKSSPOT.com. If you have any questions outside of what we talked about, don't hesitate to email us. Drop the www. Replace it with info. It's info@theblankspot.com. Email and website are on all platforms. info@theblankspot.com. If you have a question about pricing, if you have a question about ordering specific transfers, if you want custom transfers, you got to email us. so we can give you guys a great estimate. Thank y'all for jumping on. I appreciate it. $1 screen print transfer Thursday lasts until 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today. And it happens every Thursday. So do me and yourself a favor. Don't message us talking about, hey, on Friday, talking about, hey, it's screen print transfer Thursday, only on Thursday. Come on, man. It's Thursday. It's on Thursday. So if you see the video late, that means that you missed it. And if you want to wait till next Thursday to get it for $1, too easy. But if not, our screen print transfers are on sale every day, 25% off. So even if you miss single color screen print transfer Thursday, on Thursdays, you can still get our single color transfers for $1.75. You really can't beat that, okay? Still get them for $1.75. And basically, you're just getting them at sample prices, all right? But if you got the email, you can get the 35% off of full color, put 20 of those single colors in your shopping cart, and get to shopping. Like I always say, when you know better, that's when you have the ability to do better. And the only knowledge that's powerful is properly applied knowledge. We will see every one of you guys at the top because it's too many people struggling at the bottom. Peace.